All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of ISR. I'm with Gage Samoji. I'm Emerson Hip.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to another episode. What are we drinking, Gage?
Vodka soda with a little bit of grapefruit juice.
Yeah, tasty.
It's good. It doesn't even taste like anything. I mean, it doesn't.
It's
It
refreshing.
tastes like grapefruit water.
Yeah,
No vodka, really.
yeah. Too bad the soda's getting a little flat. But,
Which
you know.
makes them dangerous.
Mhm. I purposely didn't over pollute these with vodka.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Of course. Anything for you, Gage?
Wow.
My boy.
You're so good to me. You're so good to me. We're coming in hotter than last week because we were sluggish as
Oh, man.
fuck last
week
week.
was rough.
Apologize for that.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys could hear us, especially on the video. I think the audio was fine, but I'm weird about that.
Oh,
At least for myself. You know, I was just not in prime form.
I mean, I wasn't either. It was a long weekend,
Yeah.
and you'd gotten after it the day after on Monday.
This is true. That was a mistake.
Because we had the last podcast on Tuesday.
Yeah, short week for
Short
us.
week for us, which I'm cool with.
Yeah. But we still have plenty to talk about.
We do.
Do you want to tell us what's going on today, Gage?
Yeah, we got we got a little bit of football news that we should have got to last week,
Blew that.
which we blew that.
Because that news was ripe. But anyways.
Yeah, we got NBA news. You know, playoffs are going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's a game going on actually in a
Just
few
about
minutes. A little bit of MLB, some NHL. We have Q&A.
Ooh, Q&A is
It's
back.
It's back.
It's been a little bit.
Been a little bit, yeah. And then we have last call, as always.
Yep.
Pretty basic episode. You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. So let's get going.
Yeah. So last week we totally forgot about Julio Jones going to the Titans.
We're stupid. Stupid as fuck.
I texted you, I think later on in the day. And I was like, did we not talk about Julio going to the Titans?
I just laughed, honestly.
You're like, I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah. Not forgetting that next week.
That's pretty big news.
That
I
is
think.
a big move. I mean, do you think that it really makes a huge difference for them though? That's my only thought about it.
It makes a difference, yeah. Huge. I mean, they're a very run-centric offense.
Yeah, they rely a lot on Derrick Henry for sure, and you know the play action game as well.
Ryan Tannehill's a good quarterback. I just don't believe in him.
Yeah, he's not a guy that I feel like is gonna
Propel them to where they need to be.
Especially with the way the AFC is situated with the Chiefs and the Bills. The Bills
Browns,
are
too.
and the Browns are pretty good, but the Bills are turning into a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So I still don't think I like them better than any of those teams at this point.
I don't think I do either. But good for Julio getting out of Atlanta. A little change of scenery. He's also gonna wear number 2.
I saw that, which
Which-
will be interesting.
I still gotta get used to this.
Yeah,
I think it's cool, but I gotta get used to it.
yeah. Like no wide receivers wear numbers in the 80s anymore.
No,
Like it's like for the backup, like the fifth receiver on the team.
which if I were to play receiver, I'd wear a number in the 80s.
I'd want I feel like 88's a good one.
88, yeah.
81's pretty clean.
80's clean.
80's pretty clean. 82's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll go 82.
It's just Jason
It's
Witten.
a tight end number.
Yeah.
But yeah,
84 is nice. A little Randy Moss action.
there you go.
Yeah. So good for Julio.
Yeah.
We apologize for forgetting about this
Yeah.
last week.
I also want to say I feel like the package that the Titans had to give up for him was not that
No.
impressive. I mean, it was like a second and a fourth,
Oh.
or something like that.
I mean,
Which makes me think that the Niners should have gone after him.
because they were in the running.
They were
supposedly.
talking about it, but yeah, I guess I don't know.
I'm glad he didn't go to the Niners.
Yeah.
Obviously.
My thoughts too is that he would have been a bigger pickup for the Niners than he is for the Titans, because the Titans already have AJ Brown, who's the number one receiver. The Niners don't. I mean, you could make your arguments that number one receivers aren't that important, but the Niners don't really have a go-to guy in the receiving corps.
Does Julio Jones get more than 1,000 yards next year? For this season?
If he is fully healthy, then yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a big year.
So good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I wanted to talk about just for a quick second. Dak Prescott,
Who?
my boy, quote unquote,
Mhm.
signed with Jordan, the Jordan brand.
Yeah,
He is the only quarterback in the league, I believe, or starting quarterback who's signed by Jordan.
nice.
So, Dak Prescott is getting that bag.
Yeah,
He dropped Adidas like a bad habit and said, I'm going with Jordan.
yeah. You don't want Adidas. You gotta go Jordan.
And Dak, if you could win 1/6 of the championships that Michael Jordan won, I'd be very happy. So please.
Because that'd be more than 0, right?
Exactly. So thank you, please, thank you, and good for you.
Mm-hmm. A little college football news.
I don't like this.
So
I don't like this at all.
the college football playoff committee or whatever board, whatever you want to call it, is considering expanding the playoff to 12 teams in the near future.
So they're just going from 4 to 12.
4 to 12 seems like a big jump. I
couldn't do 8.
100% agree with that. I guess the one way to look at it is they're probably going to continue to expand, so why not just go for it all right now? But yeah, I do agree. It's a big jump.
So I like it as in the sense of watching the games, but a lot of these games already in the college football playoff have been blowouts with the 4 teams.
Yeah.
A lot of them have.
Yeah.
A lot. If you go back and look, I don't know, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know I've looked, and a lot of them have been blowouts.
Yeah. Well, and that's a problem that college football has. There's just no parity at all.
No.
They need to find a way to balance out the power. And I don't know if that means just having less scholarships, because they give out 85 scholarships to each school for football, which is a really large number.
Yes.
I mean, an NFL team only has 53 players on the team. And you can give,
That's a way to put it.
And that means that, Alabama could have, 85 4- or 5-star recruits if they want, which is probably what they get.
Yeah.
So,
it's a money grab.
Yes, it's 100% what it is.
And they'll make a lot of money.
Yeah. The thing I do like about it is that it involves more teams, gives more teams a chance. Not that.
But does it give them a chance?
That's the argument, is that maybe they don't, but I think at the same time, if they do find a way to balance out college football a little bit, then it can be intriguing.
I'm just not trying to see Miami of Ohio get smoked by 60 by Alabama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, you're watching Alabama crush all the SEC teams anyways, so what's during the season. Yeah. So what's the difference? I think this just adds more intrigue to the sport. You're going to get more games of teams that are together highly ranked rather than seeing Alabama play Mississippi State.
Like, I could see this. I could see you being happy about this, so maybe Stanford can make it into the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it also would help with exposure to schools that wouldn't normally get it. I guess, but I'm definitely not against it. I think more big college games that matter, I think, is good for the sport.
But that does mean that these kids are going to be playing more games a season.
I think they could find a way to make it reasonable. I always feel like the conference championship games are really stupid, personally. I'm sure they're not going to get rid of them because that's another money grab.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the difference between 12 and 14 or 15 games I don't think is that big of a deal. Especially because if these guys are going to play pro football, they're playing 17 now, plus playoffs. So.
Yeah.
I think the only argument is that it is all about the money and that the kids aren't getting anything out of it. But
which probably will change.
Yeah.
Which
very well could change.
That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, they've been talking about that.
There's no right answer to that, in my opinion.
No. But yeah, I don't think they said it wouldn't happen any sooner than 2023. So we're still gonna have the same format for at least the next couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do rapid fire opinions, NBA style.
Yes.
I think we've done this once before. We're bringing it back.
All right.
So I'll start. Jokic wins the MVP. Rudy Gobert Defensive Player of the Year for the 3rd time. What are your opinions?
Do you know he's the third player or 4th player to win 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards or more?
That's pretty impressive.
Could you name the other 3?
I'm thinking. Was Michael Jordan one of them?
No.
Kobe Bryant?
No.
Okay, then I'm going Bill Russell. If they even had the award back then.
They didn't have the award back then.
Nope. Shit. Dennis Rodman, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Mutombo, Ben Wallace both have 4.
Okay.
And Dwight Howard has 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Dwight had that many. Nice.
Jokic MVP, yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, our friends that are Warriors fans are going to say Curry, but Jokic was awesome and on a better team. So
exactly.
That always helps.
Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so I told you this.
Yeah.
You probably heard about this.
I saw it too, yeah.
So Stephen A. Smith, we all know him. Mm-hmm. We all know, if you listen to sports, you know Stephen A. Smith. He's already proclaiming Donovan Mitchell to be the best player in Utah Jazz history.
Did he forget that Karl Malone played basketball?
And John Stockton?
And John Stockton. I would say, I mean, Donovan Mitchell will probably go down as a more, I don't know, maybe a better player.
I got to hand it to Stephen A. He knows how to get people's attention, and this did.
Yeah.
And the guy makes a lot of money for a reason.
Yeah.
But there's no way Donovan Mitchell right now is better than Karl Malone, who's second points all time,
Yeah.
and John Stockton, who's first in assists and steals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm taking Karl Malone at least is better.
Yeah.
So.
If Donovan Mitchell wins like Finals MVP, then we got a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
of a
Talk to me
conversation.
when he makes it to an NBA Finals, which could happen this year.
Yeah.
But talk to me then.
If he wins it, then it's a different discussion.
Yeah.
He probably still won't be better than Karl Malone for a while.
Yeah. I mean, the championship is huge, but yeah, you might be right. So Spurs assistant Becky Hammon is gonna get an interview for head coach with the Blazers and the Magic.
Love this.
Me too.
I think she's well deserved. She's been on the bench with Pop for a while.
Yeah, it's been at least a few years, if not 5.
And this would be sweet.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
think Portland 100% should hire her.
Yeah.
So,
And I
hope she
think
does.
if I'm her, I want to go to Portland instead of Orlando.
Oh, 100%. Orlando's in a rebuild at this point.
Exactly.
They just traded everybody.
So good for her. You know, we
Yeah.
love seeing women break barriers.
Yeah.
At least I do.
Yeah, no, I think, she definitely deserves a chance.
LeBron James is switching his number to number 6 next year.
I don't like this only because I think 6 is the ugliest single number of all the numbers.
I don't like this at all because I think 6 is also ugly.
Mhm.
But I mean, he already won a championship at 23. Just stick with it, man.
I know, and like that.
Is he trying to pull a Kobe?
Yeah.
Is he trying to pull a Kobe Bryant and get 2 numbers retired?
Right.
Because 23 might not even get retired.
Yeah, I think 23 is just like feels like his brand too. I mean, I know it's Michael Jordan's number, of course, but I don't know.
I heard he's doing this, you know, 'cause he had it in Miami because he had to because 23 was
He's
retired.
already retired, yeah.
He's doing this because in the new Space Jam movie, he's number 6.
Well, I think that was part of like his reasoning to I guess he likes number 6.
Yeah.
I think he does. It's in tribute to Dr. J too.
And I think a few years ago he wanted to switch, but Nike wouldn't let him
Yep.
because they would have lost, you know,
Too many jerseys.
millions of dollars.
Yeah,
So, you know, if he likes it, that's cool.
yeah,
I don't.
yeah. 6 is ugly.
Do you think he's trying to become the 3rd player to have 4 numbers retired in the NBA? Can you name the other 2?
There's 2 players that have 4 numbers retired.
Yeah.
Like their number retired by 4 different teams. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Jeez. No, I can't even think of who would.
Will Chamberlain and Pete Maravich.
Will
Pete
play for
Maravich.
that many teams? I thought he was just Warriors, Lakers, and
Look at Pete Maravich. See what
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, yeah. Because Will Chamberlain has his retired by the Lakers, Warriors, Sixers, and what's the 4th?
Oh, I didn't even think about the Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm forgetting the other one. There's another one I'm forgetting. It'll be down there. It'll be down there to the right. Go down.
Oh.
Where it says career highlights and awards.
Number retired by the Jazz, the Pelicans, the Hawks, and then LSU, but that's college.
Is that a 4th one? I could have swore. Maybe I'm wrong. My bad.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're counting. But he played for 4 teams. With the Celtics, it doesn't say that they retired his number.
Oh, okay.
He only played for them for 1 season, though. So, yeah, it's only 3.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
my bad.
His number's retired by the Pelicans because he played for the New Orleans Jazz.
Yeah, okay,
which is
gotcha.
kind of interesting.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's rapid fire.
Yes. Now on the playoff side of things, the Suns made easy work of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they did.
Which I expected.
I didn't think it was going to go 4. I thought Nuggets could get at least 1, if not 2.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was impressive, nonetheless.
Can you believe that Jokic got ejected last night?
I don't think a lot of people were saying it wasn't injectable. I don't think it really was either. But at the same time, he did take a big swing. I think that's what the refs saw.
He kind of did like.
He clearly was not trying to hurt him,
No.
but he took a really big swing.
He got him.
He got him in the
nose.
face, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not that shocked, especially the NBA has become fairly soft, if you will.
But I mean, it's a bad look for him being the MVP in your final game. You get ejected.
Yeah, I mean they were going out anyways, but yeah, I agree.
I don't even know with Jamal Murray if they would have won this series.
Yeah, I think I still would have taken the Suns. The Suns are pretty damn good.
Suns are nice. I'm feeling really good about my Suns going to the finals
Mhm.
pick. Thank you very much. Still got 4 more games to go, 4 more wins. So
Do you have a preference on any of these?
I'll probably try one of those orange ones. I heard they're not very good, but I'll try them.
Yeah, they're not my favorite.
Okay.
I'm gonna go claw. As tired of these as I am.
Are these both the same flavor? Tangerine?
Yeah, tangerine. They're okay. They're different. They're like a, you know how like a LaCroix doesn't have any sweetness to it?
Yeah.
Same way.
Okay.
Same thing.
Cool.
But you taste a little bit of the booze.
Gotcha. Also, Chris Paul was a madman.
Mm.
He was hitting every mid-range shot last night. You probably didn't watch because you're working, but
Yeah, I mean, I saw some of the highlights, but
I think
yeah, I think he hit 9 straight shots.
I think he had
if I'm
like
not mistaken.
36 points.
It was like 37 and something. Yeah,
It's insane.
crazy game. Or
So
maybe
do
39.
you think all this time off, because they're not going to play until next Monday.
I am worried about that a little bit.
I think it's good for Chris Paul, but everybody else, I don't know. I think Chris Paul could use,
Oh, sure. Yeah,
him being, he's 36.
yeah. But I think a guy like Devin Booker, that would worry me a little bit. But
I mean, Devin Booker could play tonight if he had to.
yeah,
Or against a new team, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. He's one of those.
So, I am stoked to see who they're going to play, because I think it's going to be a good series regardless of who they play.
Yeah, no question.
Whether it be, the Jazz or the Clippers.
Yeah.
So,
So the Bucks and Nets are tied now after some interesting circumstances.
it is not looking good for
so-
Brooklyn.
So James Harden left Game 1 with a hamstring injury.
In the first minute of the game.
Yeah, and then Kyrie last night rolled his ankle on Giannis.
Did you see the replay?
I did. Okay, I don't think I've heard this take, but did you think what Giannis did, like going underneath him, was a little odd? Because he didn't even try to defend the play. He just like kind of went for a meaningless box out.
Did he?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't watch it like that.
So Drew Holiday was the closest person to Kyrie when he was going to lay up the ball.
Isn't that who he rolled his ankle on?
No, he rolled it on Giannis.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and Drew just kind of backed off, and then Giannis went for a meaningless box out on Kyrie as he was coming down and landed on his foot. I don't want to overthink it, but I just thought that was kind of similar to those plays that they talk about, like with the closeout and landing in the landing
Or
zone.
the one that happened to Kawhi against the Warriors?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I would like to think that.
I don't think he
would
did it
be the
maliciously.
case.
I don't think it was malicious. I just think it's similar in that way that those injuries have happened.
Kyrie rolled his ankle pretty good, though.
Yeah,
His ankle hit the hardwood.
Yeah,
And as a person who's rolled his ankle a couple times,
yeah.
Kyrie get better soon. And he's not going to be able to play the rest of the series. I don't think.
They just ruled both of these guys out for the next game, so that's huge.
So the Nets are going to lose that game.
I mean, they have not looked good with just KD on the floor, so.
You know what Katie's probably thinking? Man, how did LeBron do this?
Right?
How did LeBron do this?
Yeah. And I don't want to say that PJ Tucker's putting the clamps on KD, but
He did last night.
He's making it tough on
He
him.
did last night.
He's making it
Not
tough
only
on
does PJ Tucker have the best shoe game in the league, he put KD on the clamps last night.
Yeah, he's been playing him tough. They were getting after it in Game 3 too. Those two.
Oh, they almost kissed each other.
Yep.
They went nose to nose.
Yep.
So the Nets are going to lose the next game, unless something happens to Giannis.
Yeah, I don't like their chances. Yeah, I mean,
KD's have to drop like 45.
yeah, the only way the Bucks could win this series is if they just played lights out defense, and they had the last two games.
Just yeah.
I mean, they held the Nets to 83 and 96 points respectively. So
I guarantee, after the Nets lose this next game, Harden's playing the next game.
I'd be shocked if he did not.
I've had a rolled ankle. You can't play basketball on it.
Yeah, it's not nice. Hamstring is a tough one to press too, but
Yeah.
if it's looking like it could be the last game of the season, why wouldn't you just play? Unless you're just really, really that injured.
Unless you, I mean,
They say he's progressing though, so
that's good. I just don't. They're not going to win the next game.
I'm not putting my money on
No,
that.
I wouldn't
No.
either.
No.
The Sixers lead the Hawks 2-1 in their series, and Game 4 is going on right now.
Yeah, just got going. What kind of score we got? 5-2 Hawks. Really deep.
Nail
into this game.
biter.
Yep. It's gonna be a tight one, boys.
The Sixers, I think they have control of this series.
They flipped the script after Game 1.
Trae Young had that one, the first game,
Yeah.
and then the Hawks did.
But that's the thing about Trae Young is he's bombs away. He's not that he can be awesome,
Yeah.
but he's just not that consistent.
No.
And that's why I don't think this team has a chance to beat the Sixers. The only thing that may make this series interesting is that the Hawks do have a lot of guys that can score, so that can make them difficult to defend. But none of those guys are very consistent players.
If the Bucks play the Hawks in the conference finals, the Bucks are going to the finals.
Oh yeah, 100%. But yeah, I expect the Sixers to put their foot down and make this a pretty quick series.
The Jazz lead the Clippers 2-1 in their series. Finally, the Clippers showed up in Game 3
Mm-hmm.
and kind of beat them down.
Yeah, and Mike Conley's out tonight too.
Playoff P played pretty well in Game 3.
He did. He was hot, especially that. I just watched that first half, and he had like 20. So
I don't give a fuck what Sal says. He cannot call him Pandemic P after that third game right now. He can't. Tonight is a different story.
yeah,
Tonight's a different story.
Yep.
He's very hot or cold.
he is.
Paul George is.
Yeah. I didn't like. I think it was game 1 where he passed up. I felt like he passed up a shot to try and tie the game, but typical Paul George.
I want the Clippers to win tonight because I want the series to go.
Oh yeah, I think this series has a chance to be really really epic. Because the Clippers were obviously, because they have Kawhi, you know, they were kind of deemed a team that's a contender no matter what. The Jazz are still kind of, you know, we're still not sure about. So
No.
I'd like to see them get pushed to the 7th game.
Donovan Mitchell's a bad boy though.
Mm-hmm.
He is. He's not the best player in Jazz history, but he's a bad boy.
Yeah.
If I'm the Suns, I want this series to go the distance.
Yeah, I think so. At least, you know, kind of wear those teams out a little bit.
Exactly.
That would be the best case scenario. I don't want to face a hot Jazz team. I don't think, because that team can shoot the lights out when they're going.
Joe Ingles,
And Bogdanovich is good too.
but Joe Ingles is just,
He's better.
dude, he is butter. He is butter.
He's just like the most unassuming basketball player maybe of all time.
He looks like, we probably said this before, but he looks like the guy who's playing at the YMCA.
Yeah.
And, you know, 5 beers deep, just knocking shots down.
You know who he's Brent Berry. Remember Brent Berry? Just like sitting out at the 3-point line, just.
You know who he kind of is? Rob Stevens. Like a stogie in the mouth,
Yeah.
tall can on the pavement.
Hitting 28 footers from the baseline.
Exactly.
Like, bro, you're out of bounds.
Shout out to Rob Stevens.
Yeah, love Rob. I hope I see his face again.
Oh, you will. You
He
will.
lives right down
You
the
don't
street.
live down. You don't live too far away.
Yeah.
Should go there and show face.
Yeah, I need to get his phone number.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to some quick baseball news. We're just gonna, you know, give a little Bay Area shout out. The A's, they're heating up. 9-2 in June. They're now 40-27, 2 games ahead of the Astros in the American League West.
They are by far the best team in Oakland. Oh wait.
Ooh, burn. They are a good team though.
Yeah.
So that doesn't hurt too bad. They're playing the Angels at home and then heading to New York to play the Yankees this week.
Who are plummeting?
Yeah. Oops.
Plummeting. Ashley, you probably don't listen to us, but I hope you heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she hasn't been talking any shit
Did you hear? I don't know if you saw that little interview.
with Aaron Boone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. It's like, hell out of here with that shit. All right, and then our Giants, they continue to lead the NL West, but by only 1 game over the Dodgers right now.
Dodgers been playing pretty good.
Dodgers are heating up as well. Our boy Brandon Crawford last Tuesday set the record for most games played at shortstop in Giants history.
Brandon Crawford is a straight up G.
Yep,
He
he's
is.
the man. And he had a huge game too. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs.
He's playing great. I
Played
mean, the
some
Giants
great
are
defense,
obviously
too.
playing great.
Yeah, he needs to be an all-star this year.
That'd be
Book
cool.
that. And also, I just wanted to throw this in there. Mike Tauchman, he did it again.
Yeah.
Pretty much a game-saving, you know, home run robbery in Washington.
You know what else was a robbery? Us getting him from the Yankees.
Pretty much. Although he has not hit well. Aside from that grand slam he hit the other day, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
He has not hit well as a Giant, but I feel like I do like his at-bats. That's, you know.
He's already feeling like a Giant. He's
Yeah.
already feeling like
He's
one of
making
our,
his mark.
Yeah.
He's, you know, he's made his mark at least 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
so that matters, I think.
Did you notice that Yastrzemski shaved his mustache off?
So, yeah, I guess the Giants were doing Mustache May,
March. Or May.
and
March.
that's why they won so many games in May. Haven't been as good in June. So,
Bring it back.
Yep.
Bring back the mustache.
All right, so that's it for baseball. On to the hockey. Stanley Cup semifinals are going.
Mm-hmm.
Islanders beat the Lightning in Game 1 of that series yesterday.
Yes.
That was a good one, 2-1. And then Vegas and Montreal are starting tonight.
Let's go Montreal.
Yeah, right. Fucking Vegas, they just don't go down without a fight.
Yeah.
Fucking Colorado goes up 2-0 and then loses 4 straight.
Of course. They're just Vegas is becoming that team.
Pretty much, they kind of feel like the Dodgers,
Yeah.
and I hate it, and that's why I don't like them.
They're relentless.
They are relentless.
Relentless.
That's a great way to put it because they just seem to have every line is just coming at you full blast all game long. And then they got that asshole Marc-Andre Fleury.
They've made it to the conference finals 3 out of their 4 years of existence. Get the fuck out of here.
Straight up.
You kidding me?
I hate that for them.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either.
It's a bunch of horseshit, if you ask me.
I've yet to meet somebody who actually likes the Golden Knights. I'm gonna meet it soon. I remember I was in Tahoe like last August. There was a couple guys rocking some,
I've seen people rocking gear.
rocking gear.
So, you know, I mean, if you're from Vegas and, you know, you're jumping on the wagon, I'm totally fine
That's
with
fine.
that.
That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
totally
cool.
down with
That's
that.
totally cool.
But if you're, you know, some, you know, new hockey fan that's not from Vegas, I'm not giving you any credit. You don't get it from me. Not from me. Fuck Vegas.
Cutthroat.
Yep.
Cutthroat. It's time for Q&A.
It's time.
Our first question is from Katie Face.
Speaking of hockey.
Speaking of hockey, yeah, I see what you did here. She says, "Who do you want to win the Stanley Cup?"
Not the Knights.
I was gonna say anybody but the Knights off the top.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for Tampa.
I'm going Tampa too. Let's go,
Cool.
baby.
I think it'd be cool to see a little back-to-back action.
Hell yeah. When they won last year, I thought that was really cool, especially with the way they bounced back from the embarrassment of the previous season. I don't remember when they got swept by the
And
eighth seed.
they set the record for like the best win.
They had like maybe the second best points percentage in a season ever.
and
And then they got swept in the first round by an 8th seed.
That's that.
Yeah.
I like that for the sport, kind of like you never know, kind of thing.
Sure, yeah, that's what's good for about hockey
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it's so balanced. You never know what's going to happen.
I'm sure the NHL might not like that as much, but I
Yeah.
think for sports in general, that's good.
Yeah, 100%.
Because yeah, we know those kind of teams. You know, Patriots 07, Warriors 2016, Mariners 01.
Yep,
Like best records ever,
yep. They don't always
and
win.
they don't even win the championship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes, like, I feel like what happens in those situations is that teams get so, like, during the season, they get so focused on just, you know, trying to hold that standing and, you know, just having the best record, and then they get burnt out by the time the playoffs come around.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, they just try to be so perfect all year, and then you can't only do it for so long. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. But yes, I'm going Tampa. So, agreement there. Our next question is from our buddy Chava. He says, "Can the Suns win the finals?" I think so. Book 'em is his comment.
And
As
book
in-
him means
as in Devin Booker.
Booker.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I picked them to go. I don't know if they can win. I don't know. It's a tough one.
I'm going to say yes, they can. If they have to play Brooklyn in the finals, which I think that's very possible. I do not like their chances against Brooklyn because I would think that Brooklyn would be healthy at that point. But if they play anybody else, I think they definitely can. I don't think they're my favorite though at this point.
Can the Suns win the finals? Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're playing really good team basketball.
And Chris Paul is
Chris Paul is the point.
just cooking right
he's
now.
a point guard right now.
He is.
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can win the finals.
Answer is yes, but the expanded answer is I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Nahiwa G. He asks, who should have been the peanut gallery today? I asked him 2 days ago.
Dude, he's holding out on us. I don't like it.
I'll give
he
him
knows.
the benefit of the doubt. He was pretty stoned earlier.
No, he could have not been stoned.
Okay.
You don't have to hit the bomb.
He asks us, how much do you support the U.S. military? Do you want to give a little backstory to this?
Yeah, so I think we talked about this
last
last
week,
week, but yeah, he has this. If you go on our Instagram account, go watch our story highlights from NASCAR.
Yeah.
And you'll see this little clip where the fighter jets fly over the track, and Garrett gets super hyped and says, "You don't fuck with the U.S. military," and
Okay.
it's fucking comical. So that's where this question comes from.
To answer your question, of course I do.
Sure, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I'm not one of those guys who's putting a bumper sticker on my car. But without them,
we might be speaking Russian.
yeah, we wouldn't be free. We wouldn't be free.
Yeah.
You know, freedom isn't free, as they say.
Yeah. What's that from?
Team
America. Speaking of some U.S. military, that's the team right there.
World police.
World police.
Do you support the U.S. military, Emerson?
Of course. Where would we be without them?
Support the troops.
Yeah. Gage, you want to ask this question?
Our next question is from you, actually. He asks, who took this photo? And he's referring to what I posted on our Instagram account for our Q&A.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, it wasn't a photo. I screenshotted a video from
Oh, it was a video, okay.
of you barbecue, or not barbecue, but
I was kind of wondering
cooking
that.
the bacon and eggs.
So it's from our account, okay.
Yeah, I just screenshot it.
I kind of thought maybe, but it seemed really clear.
Yeah, I got it pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at what I do.
Because like the screenshot I got of you was not that clear of a photo.
No. It was one of the worst. This is one of the worst photos of me I've ever seen in my life. So appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I thought you looked pretty good.
Thanks. And to top it all off, the next question is from Margan. Fo. She asks, "Why are you so darn cute, Margan? I don't know. I'm gorgeous. I don't know if she's talking about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't help it. You made me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You can thank Kurt for that one.
Yeah. Okay. I did get my guy jeans from him. Right?
Yeah. And it shows. Which is not a bad thing.
So you're telling me my dad's cute? I can't wait till they watch this. They're gonna laugh.
Do they watch it together?
Usually, I think.
Or does he watch it when he's at work?
No, I think they try to watch it together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm sure my dad falls asleep most of the time. So.
Yeah, the cocktail in his hand.
Yeah, it's. I think it's an after dinner kind of thing.
Gotcha. Nice.
Cocktail in his hand. Or Lagunitas IPA. You choose.
What? Yeah. Potato. Potato. Really. It's time for last call.
Okay.
Oh my God, here we go.
I should have been wearing my Stanford shirt. What am I doing? Maybe next week, once they win a couple games. Stanford baseball. It's going on to the World Series. The World Series is the final 8 teams, by the way.
Okay.
But still, it's College World Series. It's a lot of fun.
Better than it's something to hang your hat on.
Yeah, I think they'll be kicking it off next Friday or Saturday, something like that. Yeah. They routed Texas A&M in both games in a 2-game sweep to get there. Brock Jones hit 3 bombs in game 2.
Wait.
His name is Brock Jones.
Dude's name is Brock?
And you want to hear this too?
Yes.
He's at Stanford on a football scholarship.
Really?
Yet he's now committed to baseball. And he looks pretty fucking good.
So he's not going to play football at all?
It doesn't sound like it.
So do you think the scholarship kind of goes...
I think they probably flipped it to a baseball scholarship. Yeah.
Gotcha. So he must have been a hell of a player in high school then.
I guess so. Yeah, he was going to be a safety, I guess, in football, but now he's playing center field and hitting 3-hole for Stanford.
Under any circumstance, would you name your son Brock?
Absolutely not.
I mean, Brock Hip does sound kind of badass.
Brock Hip.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. To any of my relatives that carry the last name Hip, let's not go with Brock. It's just not going to work.
I think you should do it.
No.
Should we do a poll?
Sure.
Whenever,
I'm down, actually.
when Emerson has a kid in about, 10 years, 15 years?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Well, I'm not going to say 5. That's just not...
Oh, yeah. That's early.
I know your mom wants you to have one in 5, but no.
We'll see about that.
Should we? We'll do a poll.
Okay, we'll
do a poll.
Does Brock Hip sound like a good kid's name?
Or should Emerson name his future child
Brock?
And obviously we'll put he's not having a kid anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Cool. I guarantee it's gonna be great on my part.
Brock. I can't get behind that name. I mean, Brock Jones does sound like an athlete's name.
Oh God.
Like that's definitely a football player.
That sounds like the biggest tool of all time.
That sounds like
Sounds like Jake Ryan.
It's like middle linebacker, fucking. Yeah, exactly. Fucking. Who's the guy for the Seahawks?
Bosworth?
Yeah, that's Brian Bosworth, but Brock Bosworth.
The Brock.
The Brock. So, yeah. That's that.
Did you see Christian Eriksen, the Denmark player?
Yeah, man. That's
collapsed
wild.
on the field during the European Championship match against Finland.
Crazy.
I guess the people who resuscitated him said he was gone for a little. He was gone.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know, I haven't really read up on it, and I don't know what the reasoning was.
Yeah,
I guarantee people were like, "Oh, did he get his COVID shot?" I bet you people are pulling that kind of shit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Which could be a possibility. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
But I know that's probably the scapegoat right now.
But yeah, you saw the card.
But regardless, I saw the replay of it.
I actually haven't even seen a video of it.
I mean, it's not that crazy, but yeah, he like, has the ball and he or something like that. He just falls,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
then
I guess like one of his teammates like ran over and like turned him over or something like that.
it was
Is that
cool
right?
too because for some reason they kept zoning in on him getting resuscitated, and people trying to help him.
Yeah.
So it was cool that his teammate told me like a wall, so you couldn't like kind of you couldn't see.
Gotcha.
Which I don't know, what are they doing? In the U.S., when there's a streaker on the field, they pan out.
Yeah.
You got to pan out in that situation.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got to be really worried for your teammate at the same time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. It sounds like he's in stable condition in the hospital right now, so that's good to hear.
I mean, soccer's your heart's going.
Yeah, I think the other thing that was odd is that they did continue the match. I mean, they took a break, but
Of course.
And there's a little criticism from the Danish team.
I don't even know how much time is still left.
I think it happened late in the first half, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't have a problem with them having it go on because like in the NFL we see guys who get really injured and they go off on stretchers.
Yeah.
They don't stop the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it was just it was.
I like the idea.
But the thing is, like, this guy could have died. That's the difference.
And according to someone, or according to what I read, he was gone.
Dead, yeah.
He was gone.
I think that's the only difference. If you're, for example, like the Dak thing where he broke his ankle, you can point out after that. That's just an unfortunate injury. This one was just like
It's
shit.
something that I don't think I've ever seen.
I can't say so either. I mean, I'm sure maybe something similar has happened, but that's
or
wild.
nothing that I can remember happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was that football player for the Vikings that like died during summer practice. I think it was the Vikings.
I don't think I remember.
Years ago.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah. But yeah.
That's not good.
Dude, your boy Kyle Larson, you guys.
He won?
He's outrageous.
I didn't
He
know-
won the All-Star race.
I didn't know he won the
Yeah.
All-Star race.
He.
Can I get points for this?
No, you may not. Your boy Brad actually was chasing him down. He finished second.
Did he?
Yeah.
Dude, if they can do this every week, that'd be great.
I did not watch one lap of this race, but I mean, this fucking guy is unbelievable. And Hendrick Motorsports, I've said it multiple times on the show, but they're fast as shit this year.
Yeah.
They're gonna be tough to beat.
So next week's gonna be it's regular race again, right?
Next week they're going to Nashville, which is, I could be wrong, but this might be the first time they've ever raced in Nashville.
Really?
It definitely is a returning track, if not first time. So.
In the race in Texas, what track was that?
Like what kind of track? Or,
Yeah, or where was it? I guess like what's the?
It's at Texas Motor Speedway. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's Austin, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah.
So one thing I want to ask with the All-Star race for NASCAR is, how do they pick All-Stars for this, or how does it go?
So So if you won a race last year, you're automatically in. If you're a former champion, you're automatically in. If you've won the All-Star race before, you're automatically in. And then if you won a race this year, also you're automatically in. And then so there's actually two different races they do. So they do this thing they call the All-Star Open, where it's like the guys who did not already qualify race to get into the race.
Okay.
And then I think it's like the winner of each stage gets in or something.
Yeah.
And then they do the All-Star race after.
Because when I looked at who raced, I didn't look through all
It's
the
a
names,
smaller field.
but it also seemed like there was a lot of guys still in it.
Sure, yeah. I think it's probably like 25 guys.
And I think I kind of assumed it was just
like the top
like
15.
or like a regular race kind of. It seemed like there was a lot of racers.
Yeah, it's definitely a smaller field. I think it's like generally it's around 25 guys, give or take.
So, are you hurting that you could have had Kyle Larson, but you didn't?
I did do the math, and I would be in first place if I had him.
Did you do the math?
I mean, I think anyone would be in first place if they had him, but yeah.
I gotta say, do you owe anything? No. Hey, you said no racer will win more than 5 races.
Kyle Larson's got 3, and Martin Truex.
So does that mean if he wins 5, or you said more than 5?
Yeah, so 5 is the max.
So if he wins 5,
I'm still good.
It has to win 6.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not gonna happen.
6 is. I mean, we're not even we're just before the halfway point
So
of
it's
the season. It's definitely possible.
3 more races.
Yeah, the way Kyle Larson's driving.
I hope he is. I hope he is.
He's gonna win like 12 this year, dude.
Yeah.
The shitty thing about my prediction at this point is that once it gets to the playoffs, any of those guys that have wins already are going to be pushing hard to get more wins. So it's just they could pile up quickly. So
One
I
thing,
might be eating my words.
one thing that you said was the Giants would make the playoffs this year. I'm gonna have to pay for that one.
Fuck, I wish I didn't at this point because now it's gonna watch. They're gonna get really close and.
Oh, did I just jinx it? Is that what you're saying? I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Oh,
sorry.
easy.
Whoops.
I don't know anything.
Is there anything interesting that's going on?
Yeah. So I said Suns go to the finals this year, and I said the Bucks will make the finals in the next 5 years. I'm looking good on that one.
Oh boy.
I'm looking good. I also said the Warriors would make the Western Conference Finals this year.
Oh, did you pay for that yet?
I don't think so.
Do you want to do it now? You don't have to. You can do whatever you want.
Are you gonna make me do that? Is that a payable offense?
They didn't even make the playoffs, right?
Okay, pour me up.
Yes, sir.
Twist my arm.
No, it's twisted. Just like you.
It's not the only thing twisted. No, I'm fine.
No, I'm fine.
Next week should be an interesting episode, possibly, right?
Yeah. So we'll keep it on the DL for now.
Okay, keep it on the DL.
Because it's not a done deal, but we may have a different location for next week.
Might actually have not a sponsor, but brought to you
Little-
by.
yeah,
little
little,
brought to you by type thing.
Little
for the first
cross. What do you call it? Promotion, if
time.
you will,
Little collaboration.
with a good friend of ours.
Hopefully that happens.
Yes. I think I got faith that it's gonna happen.
Yes,
So let's
cool.
put it that way.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be fun. Should be cool.
Hopefully the sounds are good. You know?
I think it's got good potential. It's smaller than this room, so
Yeah.
I think that's
Maybe we can make it a not regular thing, but
once in a while, yeah.
yeah. Like we said, we'll keep it on the DL right now. You'll
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah, because nothing's confirmed yet.
Yeah.
But sweet.
Cool.
All right, Gage, take your shot, boy. Cheers.
Cheers. Woo.
All right, everybody.
God damn.
How did that feel?
Kind of wish the Warriors made the playoffs now.
Chase it, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of wishing the Warriors made the playoffs. Don't we all?
I actually don't.
Just kidding. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.